Yo, happy Friday, Knicks, man. It's a good thing I'm a few beers in because what's going on tonight, man? This is a disaster. Brad's gone again. What are we
Yeah,
gonna do?
yeah. I have no idea.
I
It's
have no
just, it's,
idea.
it's just one of those nights. And now I
That's
think,
usually what I say to myself right before I hit go live.
yeah,
So
because now I think my arcade's frozen. Friggin', I went to go
really,
power cycle it. Now it's frozen. So now
it's
I
like
gotta go
today
deal
is
with.
like the day of technical issues.
Yeah, now I gotta go deal with that. I gotta go actually unplug it at some point before I can use
All
it.
right, I think I see Brad's getting all sorted out backstage, so we'll wait for him to get. When he gives me the thumbs up, we'll bring him in. Looks like he's getting everything ready. Brad's just been on too many YouTube shows, Nix. It's like his computer is like, okay, enough is enough, dude. No more. I've had it. Either
Yeah,
that or one of them retro commercials had a
Hey, what's
virus. What's
happening?
going
What's
on? There
happening? And
he is.
these machines are
Papa
revolting
Brad.
against me. They're you
yep.
know, sorry.
Good thing you have 50 cameras, you know?
I know.
So,
I had to grab another camera, and it's crazy. This one's not even connected to anything. It's just like sitting here loose. So
well, it's been a weird day with technical issues. How am I doing? Am I good
you're
tonight?
doing good. My camera's glitching a little bit, but I used my Sony camera all day. I was making walk and talk video.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the battery's out,
Did you
but
like
it's gonna be
literally
fun.
just walk into your house and then come on to this show?
Like 15 minutes ago. Like
Yeah.
whenever you saw I was in the back, I mean, I literally just walked through the door, plugged the camera in because I was using it on the road, and I guess it's just out of juice. So we're going back to webcam tonight.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that you're saying you're doing another walk and talk.
It's
We
gonna be
know
it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the
we
best
know in
one.
this
Wait till you
community
see. It's
who
gonna
is
be
the
crazy.
originator of that, and that's PD7. But
PD7. Yep. Yep.
I'm enjoying you doing your first one, so we got
hmm
another one. This one's gonna be a bit more epic.
It's epic. This one is
Nice.
crazy. This one's good.
Yeah. Nick, how are you doing?
I'm
Besides
doing
your
pretty good.
iiRcade not working now.
Well, it is work. I have to go and unplug it. Actually, I have to go under and
Okay.
deal
Well,
with
don't
that.
worry. You'll probably have plenty of time during the show to do that. You got the long intro for when we start up game fight. Um, I don't even know, Nix, if you have the 1 quarter challenge games. Well, game I should say. It should have been games because I don't know how many people have this game probably besides Brad and I and Cuddles who requested it. We're gonna play Zero Eyes.
ZEROIZE.
You familiar with that one?
No.
I think it's Cuddles' favorite game on the iiRcade. So he requested it during one of my VR streams during the week. So I told him
Just
no
checking it
problem.
out here.
We'll make sure that's the 1 quarter challenge. I stink at the game. I don't know. I may need a practice run or two before we start
Oh
the
yeah,
real deal.
yeah, definitely.
But I don't know if he requested it because he wants to see you play it and how well you'll do. But I was thinking since I picked that game, I was like, all right, Miami Cuddles is making his epic return to the show tonight. But nah, he's hanging out in the chat
No.
room.
Yeah. Well, he's always welcome. I mean, he's
Yeah.
always welcome here. We love Mr. Miami Cuddles.
I'm going to explain how bad this almost got. We were about 30 seconds away from this being just me here tonight.
I know.
That would have been bad. I would have no one to play off of, you know? So, Brad, what do you think of the game that came out today? You've been out all day, so did you
And on
even
a
get a
day,
chance to
I
play?
did get to watch the iiRcade live show that they did with Michael,
Okay.
but I've not got a chance to play it.
I did get a chance to play it, and yeah, at some point tonight, I'll do a live review of it or like
Awesome.
a live opinion of it.
hmm
Yeah, but other than that, a slow day, you know, as far as game releases. But as we've always said, it's it's fine for me. I mean, I have so much stuff that I'm still backtrack on. I still need to get through Rigid Force, which is such a great game, by the way.
Yeah, it is a great
Once you
game.
get accustomed to the controls of it, what a great shoot 'em up. I can't wait to add that one into the game fight competition.
That's going to be cool.
I'm curious to see how that's going to do up against some of the classics, and especially with the randomness of the wheel, not knowing what'll get picked. Besides Saint Dragon, which seems to get picked.
Saint Dragon is seems
every week.
invincible. It's doing
Now,
good.
Saint Dragon seemed to be like a game that a few people were talking about this week and playing a lot. I wonder if that had something to do with us showing it so many times on this show.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but it really is a great game. But man, it's too difficult.
It is tough. It is tough. I mean, I wonder if anyone at iiRcade has made it past like the third level. Like, honestly, I mean, has anyone made it past the third level in that game? There's
Not
6
on
levels.
iiRcade.
There's 6 levels in the game.
I watched your little
The difficulty
video
is
that
way
gave,
too
like,
hard.
those hints and stuff like that. And that was smart what you were doing, because what you were doing to beat the boss is the opposite of what I was doing. I kept getting hit by
know.
these little circles that he shoots out all over the place.
It's counterintuitive, and you know who really is good at the game is Ichabod Crane.
Yeah.
He's at the top of the leaderboards, and he put out a video sharing the strategies, and then I used his strategies to do better. I got a better score than I had before, but
I don't know if I've seen him here yet tonight, but we do have 15 people watching right now. Brad, you want to
Awesome.
say hi while your camera is still working?
yeah, that's awesome. Yes, absolutely, I do. A big shout.
I
Well-
don't care that he was talking. You
Yeah,
know the rules over here. We got to hit the little.
I'm
stinger
perfectly
first.
fine with that because I do it all the time. Miami Tiger Arcade, welcome to the stream, aka Miami Cuddles. Welcome to the stream, Goofyfoot. Glad you're here. Glass half full Monday. We know it's all coming. We have Mitchell B. Welcome to the stream. We have Biggie D's Arcade. What's up, iiRcadians? What's up, Biggie D? You know, it's crazy. They told that Biggie D was in the stream and someone told him to shut up. I was a bit taken back by that, but well, you're welcome here, Biggie D. We're not going to tell you to shut up. You can speak as much as you want on this show.
I might tell him to shut up.
Yeah, you
Not
might
in
tell him.
person, but
Yeah,
here,
yeah. I mean, literally, I thought that was a little rude.
behind the safety of the camera.
Mitchell B is here. Welcome. Let's see. Yeah, we had a nightmare. Just like we couldn't get everything to work. Goofy Foot's here. Brooklyn Menace scrambling to tell everyone that we're still trying to get all the cameras working. We got Ritual Dello here. Hey, what's happening, Ritual Dello?
Yeah, a member of the Shills, by the way. Thank you so much, Rich Wadello.
Awesome.
I made sure to keep my promise and added everybody's name who had joined the channel to the
Awesome.
to the intro before the intro.
We have Obsidian Contraption here. He's cool. He does this cool music. I don't know if he has a channel with some cool music on it. I checked out. Got Zero Cool. Got Made in Canada. Welcome to the stream. Got Mike Hawkhertz.
Say that faster.
Mike Hawkhertz. And I think I got everyone. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Welcome to the stream. We're glad you're here.
So, what have you guys all been playing this week? I know that I've been playing mostly PlayStation VR 2. So, if you've been floating around on my channel at all, you'll probably catch a bunch of the different PlayStation VR 2 games with me playing. I figure if I'm playing anyway, it's so easy through that to just stream to YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
whoever shows up, I can hear them all in my headset. And it's fun to just talk to everybody while playing the games. And
That's cool. I've actually been playing a lot of At Games Pinball. I did a review of the Dr. Seuss tables, so I've been digging into those quite a bit. I like those tables; are fun. The Green Eggs and Ham and ABCs.
I didn't pick up the new pack,
Mm-hmm.
so I still have the original pack. Nick's was playing the original pack tonight, by the way, right?
Yeah, I was playing the Grinch table mainly, and been having a good time playing that, and got myself number 2 on the leaderboards for that one. So
Brad, as someone who has both packs, which one do you think right now has the lead?
I like the
As far as it
Grinch
being the
still
better
the
one.
most. I think the Grinch is still my number 1 table from all of them, and then probably Green Eggs and Ham is second. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's hard though. Like you have to like to get it on the upper play fields. You gotta get in this middle area and hit all these targets. So it's pretty hard, but it's fun. I like it.
So what's the deal with the second pack? They're releasing it in 2
2
parts.
parts, yeah. Like we got the first. There's gonna be 4 games, and we got the first 2 of the 4. Then we'll get the other half when they're ready.
Yeah, I've been mostly VR, and then like playing iiRcade. Playing games here or there. I've been trying to go through the whole shooter catalog to make the videos for the game fight competition. So, but some of these games are so difficult, I can't get a good video. The whole
Yeah.
video is just me getting out,
blown up,
losing lives.
This is how you die. This is how you die horribly.
And it's like if that keeps happening, especially when some of the games have music, if you try to edit it together, then I
Yeah.
gotta edit on the music so it's on beat, so it's not all like wonky and like bad cuts. So it's way better if I could just get a good playthrough, like all the way through to the boss. If you get out maybe once, that's fine. But some of these games are impossible, man.
Like what other one's impossible? Like I think Saint Dragon is pretty hard. What would you say is at that
Galmedes?
level? Galmedes is very hard. That is a very hard game. Yeah, I'd agree with that one.
I've been having a tough time with that. What's the one, I should know the name of it, where you, instead of shoot, you punch? That Neo Geo game?
Oh, Captain Tomaday?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fun
Freaking
one.
hard, man.
It's not easy, but it's fun.
Yeah, but the whole punching mechanic in that game is like it
crazy.
confuses you. It's
Yeah.
like punch, like punch, and then you get a special, or it's 2 times punch, and then your other hand gets a special. But it's like, I'm telling you, they have these games jacked up to 10 on the
Yeah,
difficulty
on a
level.
few of them. There's just a few of them that I think that maybe like I like them challenging, but maybe it's just a little too challenging. I mean, just
They
a little
have-
bit.
They have them all the
they can
way
bring it
up.
down. And
Which-
Ichabod Crane's like, no, leave it at this. I said, look, play it in MAME. Play it on the ACT games. It's easier. It's like it's harder than it should
even
be.
3/4 of the way up on some of these games would be difficult. And if you're watching the show and don't know what we're talking about, if you pretty much have like ROMs of games and where you can get into it, you can actually see what the operators of an arcade, the choices that they had.
Yeah.
All these games had dip switches. So
Yeah.
you can say how many lives
How
you
many
get
lives,
per quarter,
how difficult
the
aggressive
game-
the enemies
how
are.
difficult the game is. And iiRcade, I think, is turning these games up to insanity, which is a
A few
weird
of 'em.
strategy.
Just a few
You would
of 'em.
think, since they make their money by selling games, so
Yeah.
why wouldn't they want us to be able to beat some of these? So we're ready for something else. Some of
Yeah,
these
so
games I'm
we're
never gonna
ready
beat.
for a new game. Like, well, I beat this game. I need a fresh game now. But there's I think there is a balance. Like Warrior Blade to me was too easy with the original settings that they had it at. I think it's like better now.
Yeah, after playing it last week on the 1/4 challenge, I
I could get through
like
most of the
where it
game
is
without
right
losing a
now.
life. Where it is now is like where it should have been. But
Now,
I mean,
I know half of these games you could just quarter through them. Like I could just keep hitting credits, but I feel like that's cheap. I want to be able to actually play the game and not beat it by just constantly putting 1,000 quarters in it.
yeah. But some of the games that doesn't work. Like if you want to get a decent score, like your score resets to 0. So at the point where you have to reset, you basically are no longer going to be on the leaderboard. So like a lot of the games, I think, the ones that reset the score, I mean, it makes it very, you don't want to have to start over. Don't you agree, Nix?
yeah, absolutely. Just want to be able to keep going for sure.
I like the shoot 'em
Frustrating.
ups that give you a limited amount of credits. So
That new game does that.
it does that, yeah.
Yeah, the
So
redo game.
You have to do well on
Rigid Force redo.
Rigid Force. You could probably save most of your lives through the first 2 or 3 levels, but after that, that's when it really starts to get a bit
Yeah,
tough.
it's good. That's the perfect game because it ramps up slowly, and you're like, "Oh, I got this. I'm going to kick this game's butt."
Yeah, it's like, oh, I beat that boss in 10 seconds.
It's like Super Perils of Baking. They're like, "Oh, this game's so easy. Go through the first 10 levels. You're breezing through it. You're thinking, you're thinking rainbows and puppy dogs. Then you get to level 20, and then you just get crushed. Like the difficulty ramps way up, and then you say, "Oh my goodness, this is like a serious platformer. This is hard." But
I'm thinking about maybe I'll talk about today's release. It's called Awakened Evil.
yeah.
So here it is up on the screen.
I can't wait to see it. The only thing I saw was the trailer, and the trailer, I mean, you really can't tell a lot. To me, it had a kind of a Castlevania look to it.
So I picked it up after watching Game Days today.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest. Originally, I was like, I'm just going to pass on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked it up. You can see you have it's cool. It gives you options. It lets you change the buttons, and I'm glad it does let you change the configuration because where they had the jump button, it's
Weird.
always awkward to me. I like the jump button. I like the first button to be my firing button. So here it
see,
is.
like the torches remind me of Castlevania. Doesn't Castlevania do that with the torches?
Yeah. It's got cool music. It's got the retro look, but it's not fooling at least it's not fooling me. It's got a retro look, but it's not an actual retro game. Some games can really trick you into thinking that.
Yeah.
This is weird. This gives me more of like the computer retro vibes, more than say like a console.
Yeah.
So you basically have these, the guys will be rushing you. And if you hit those lamps, you pick up those little green vases. And I'm powering up my green on the side. I don't know what that does.
Does he have a gun?
Yeah.
Is he like shooting? He's shooting a gun?
Yeah, you find these little special weapons, and then you have one.
Cool.
You have one that's your main.
The goblin.
Your main. Swiping action, and then the second one is whatever special that you pick up.
Okay.
Some are cool and easy to use. Stuff like this axe, it's not. It's kind of
because it arcs, huh? Does it arc like in Castlevania?
See, I'm putting the axe down.
Yeah, jump over that mug.
Going back to the gun.
Go back to the gun. Yeah.
You see how he's throwing the bones?
Yeah.
That's how that axe works. It just throws it up in the air.
Of course, that might be good if you're trying to hit things that are above you, though. Like if you have to get stuff that's above you.
I mean, I guess like the music and stuff is cool. Here's where look,
Ladder
you can see
thing
there.
weird, huh?
This is where I started to have issues with this game. It's a hassle to run up the stairs. You ever have those games where you get
like
to the stairs,
Castlevania, you have to go diagonally?
And then you gotta hit like the diagonal.
You gotta hit the diagonal at the right moment to move up the stairs. That's the way Castlevania is too, though.
Chicken bone. There, get some power. But that started to become an issue for me because there's certain portions already here on the first level where if you go to hit a stair and you miss it, you fall to your death because the stair is right at the edge, of an abyss. It's like I feel like you should just hit the stairs and your character knows you're hitting the stairs. You see that like where I almost misstep forward a little bit?
Like in that area. You don't want to fall off those stairs.
If you fall, you're dead. And then they got these falling platforms already. So this is where it started to become, for me,
challenging.
No, not challenging, frustrating.
Frustrating, okay.
So I'm not saying it's a bad game, but if a few things were tightened up on the control,
be better.
Yeah, from the people that made it.
Now, like this game, how would you compare this game to Princess Quest?
See that? Dead.
Yeah, that's just like Castlevania. That's exactly how Castlevania is, though.
Is you don't fall back down to the platform that was below you. If you fall off the edge, you're dead. Now, this game, from playing the first level, I can tell it's going to be hard enough as it is.
Yeah. This is going to be Nintendo hard,
If
as
I'm
they say.
losing 2 or 3 guys on cheap deaths from falls, I'm never going to beat it. Like, because I can see in some of the videos that you're going to be fighting bosses while jumping on platforms where you can fall to your death.
You make it to the first boss?
No.
No, you didn't make it to the first boss? I'm curious what the first boss is. I don't know, like, it's funny, like, I need to go back.
Well, Brad,
I was really enjoying that
spoiler alert.
That Princess Quest game I was really enjoying. I hate to say it because I take so much heat for it, but I really did like that game. It's fun.
This game probably would work really well on like the iiRcade. Don't mistake that for the iiRcade. The iiRcade, because the iiRcade you control it with your little.
It seems like a console game.
Controller.
Yeah, a retro console.
I'm having issues. I'm having issues hitting the stairs and some of the jumps. Like, if you're like literally not at the very, look at that, it's like all the way at the edge and you just make it. If you're not at the very edge when you make the jump, you fall and then you just lose all your guys.
Yeah.
And this game doesn't have a bunch of continues unless you put it on the easy mode. See, look, watch. See, I jumped fine.
Look at that.
Boom,
Look at that. You mistimed that jump. You jumped right to your death. Now I got a question. Can you hold on a button, run faster, or is it the running like just a limited speed? It's not like Mario.
Look at that.
Do they have like a faster run and a slower run, or if you hold the button down, does he run faster?
No.
No?
Not that I know of.
Let me check your timing. Okay.
Does anyone know what the green things are that I was picking up? Like, does that make my special weapon last long?
Yeah, your special weapon.
Keep moving.
There. See, look at that. That'll get you every time.
Oh man.
So Brad, yes, I'm never gonna know what the final boss is on this game unless you play it, because
yeah.
I'll
probably get, I know you're not gonna like this answer, but I probably want to try this game after watching it. It's got me intrigued.
It's not that it's a bad game, but it's gonna
like
be frustrating. Like,
I like the Princess Quest game. This looks like it's even a better version of that.
Look at that.
You just jumped to your death. Why'd you jump backwards?
He was
You
shooting
jumped
at
up.
me, Brad.
Just
That's
jump
what
straight
I'm
up and
supposed to
down.
do. Look at that. Game over.
Yeah, we should have just let Nix play it.
Game over.
He would have made
permanently.
it. Nix would have made it to the first boss.
Brad, I look forward to your review.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, we'll see how you
Next
feel
one made
when
it to
you
the first
fall
boss.
to your death 50 times.
Hey, it can't be worse than Trigger Dungeon. Now that game is frustrating.
But that's
Trigger Dungeon is frustrating. This
I'm
game
not
looks
kidding.
like
I was literally
Castlevania
about
to
to
me.
just say that. That's why I didn't even bother buying Trigger Dungeon, because the whole thing in that game is you're going to get out 50 times.
You know,
But in this game, if you want to play it on the normal mode and you get out,
yeah, I'm not gonna play.
just
What are
gotta
you playing
start
it on
over. The game
medium?
starts
You're playing
over
on
from the
medium?
beginning.
Would you put
I
it
played
on
what
medium?
it was the recommended for, what the developer says is the regular experience of
Regular
the game.
mode, okay.
Easy mode, you'll have more checkpoints
More continues.
when you get out, and yeah, I think endless continues.
Yeah, after watching it, I'll definitely easy mode it, at least to get an idea how the game plays. But this game really reminds me a lot of Castlevania. Just watching it, I mean, it's like very similar.
Yeah, I thought the bosses and everything
It doesn't
looked
have that
kinda
retro
cool.
nostalgia like Castlevania because it was trapped into that NES time, you know? It has a certain nostalgia to it. This doesn't have that nostalgia, but it does really seem to be a lot like Castlevania to me.
When I first saw the video for it this morning, I was like, is this another ColecoVision?
I thought it was a ColecoVision
homebrew?
game at first, and I was like,
And
wait a minute, the
Then I
graphics
was
are
looking
too
at it
good.
and I was like, yeah, the graphics,
They're too
you can't
smooth.
do that with ColecoVision
No.
stuff. But yeah, it's definitely giving me that back in the day, like the home computer vibes, like those type of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PC gaming, the origins of PC gaming. Commander Keen. You remember that game, Commander Keen? No one remembers Commander Keen. That was before Doom. That was their game that they made before Doom.
Yeah, see, old man.
I lost everybody.
He agrees on the cheap deaths. Think about it.
Yeah.
If you're already getting cheap deaths and falling and losing every single character on the very first level, I already knew that I'm seeing ice levels where you're probably going to be sliding, and every single level has those pits all over the place.
They're going to mix it up once you learn the game.
Yeah, I mean, throw a pit here and there, but you know.
Yeah, old man Kaiju says it. Agreed about the stairs. The cheap deaths remind me of the first Castlevania on the NES. That's exactly the mechanic. You got to press diagonal to go up the stairs. The Medusa heads were a pain. I agree. That's what kills most people in that game. When you get the first, the letters where the enemies jump out of the water and the Medusa heads. I made it to the second boss, and so far I'm pleasantly surprised. So he's made it to the second boss. Old man Kaiju, you need to invite him on the show so we can see more of this game, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I wanted to show my playthrough of it. I tried it 2 times. That was like my second time playing it. So obviously, if you keep going, you'll probably get used to the jumps.
Yeah. Mr. Miami Cuddles, Miami Tiger Arcade says he's not a fan of jumping games.
Not the ones where every single jump.
Nintendo had tons of jumping games, and that's why I was not a fan of Nintendo.
Losing a life or not. And what that was driving me crazy, and even worse than that, was trying to hit the stairs on the angle.
You know what I think frustrated
Kaiju,
you?
Were you having any issues with that?
The controls. It seems like the controls were frustrating you. Like you found the controls were not intuitive.
It may not be any different on playing it on console. You know, when you hit the stairs, you still got to hit that angle. But I just think that it should just be more sticky. Like you hit the stairs, and then the character knows you're going up.
Yeah, maybe more forgiving and easier to hit the diagonals when you get to those areas.
Yeah. All right, fellows. I think it's time for us to get into some game fight.
Time for game fight.
I've been looking forward to this all week.
I have too. And by the way, game fight was great because I probably would not have gotten so deep into Saint Dragon if it wasn't for game fight. But I do enjoy that game now. That's one I keep returning to.
Well, I hit the random many times on the wheel tonight. Like stuff's not in alphabetical order or anything like that. So we'll see. It'd be funny if the same games keep getting picked. But the thing is that now things are getting closer to the point where we have a lot of games that have already taken one hit.
I know. And some good ones too.
And they're in jeopardy.
Some ones that I'm upset about.
Of being knocked out of the competition. So tonight, when the wheel is revealed, you're going to notice
more risk.
There's 2 wheels now.
Double wheels.
The wheel that has every game. And then there is now a second wheel, the final fight wheel, that has every game that has taken a hit point. Wow. The main wheel, there's been a new spot added to it called Final Fight. If by whatever luck, if it lands on Final Fight, we're going to go over to the second wheel and we're going to have a final showdown between 2 of the games. So far, every game's still in the competition, but some that we would have considered to be heavy hitters have taken a hit point, which has been pretty surprising. There's a couple of new games on the wheel, so we'll see what happens. Are you guys ready to get into some game fight?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Yes.
Yes, that was
We're here,
awesome.
bud. All right. We're ready. We got 2 wheels up here tonight. We have the game fight wheel and the final fight wheel. Nix is there he is. Nix is back. We are ready. You ready, Nix? Because I'm ready to spin the wheel. So if you haven't watched Game Fight, the rules of the game is we are gonna spin the wheel. We are gonna pick 2 shoot 'em ups off of the iiRcade. When the 2 shoot 'em ups get picked, we are gonna watch around 2 minutes of game footage of each game. When I start the second game, at that point, I'm going to put a poll in the chat room, and the chat room can start to vote for which shoot 'em up they think wins the fight and is the better game.
Awesome.
After the second video ends, we are going to become judges, and we are going to, all 3 of us, judge which one we think is the better shoot 'em up out of the 2 that we just watched. If the 3 of us do not unanimously decide, then at that point I will stop the vote in the chat, and whatever the chat room chooses, they'll steal it and they will make the decision. And so far, this is now our 4th week doing this. I do
We've never
not think
agreed.
we have agreed
I don't think we've agreed once.
on one thing yet. So we'll see what
Not
happens
even
here
Truxton.
tonight.
Not even
Not even
Truxton
Truxton.
2. I mean, Truxton 2, I would have thought no one can go against Truxton 2, but hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
All right. Well, here we go. I've been looking forward to this all week. Let's spin the wheel and pick our first shoot 'em up to step into the game fight arena tonight.
Do it. Man, this is intense. Feel that tension.
Strikers,
Strikers,
1945 plus.
plus.
Remember, there's 2 strikers. Wow, I almost thought it was going to be Andros Dunos, which was already chosen once before. So we got Strikers, 1945 plus.
Yeah, that's
first shoot 'em up
going to
stepping
win.
into the
Who's it
game
going to
fight
take
arena
on?
tonight?
Who's it going to take on? Please don't hit Truxton 2, whatever you do.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Go, go, go. Thank goodness. Sky Fox.
Sky Fox. A game that already has 1 hit point.
Ooh, not good.
All right, so we are going to get right to this. We are going to check out 2 minutes of gameplay of Strikers 1945 plus. Played on the iiRcade. All right, so
Yes.
that was Strikers.
Right on.
Yes, I love that
1945
game.
plus.
I love that game.
Smooth as silk, Brad, playing that game.
That game is fantastic. Love it.
Just plays super impressive.
Yes.
And the game that will be facing Strikers 1945 plus is Sky Fox. Let's check out 2 minutes of gameplay of Sky Fox, and then we're going to get right to voting to see which one wins the fight. All right, so that was Sky
Awesome.
Fox. Both games are
Sky
so
Fox.
different from one another.
The visuals are
But-
so trippy in Sky Fox. I always feel like I'm tripping when I play that game. There's something about the way
Yeah.
the enemies move. It's so disalarming. I don't know
Yeah,
how
it's
it
like
does it, but
hit
it
'em
definitely
and then
freaks
they
you
just-
out.
Jerk to like the left or to the right, all over the place. But man, both games are so different. So it's
two
almost
good
hard to
games.
compare.
Very different.
I think if Sky Fox was going up against another game in its class, it would have gotten my vote because for its time it seemed to try to do a lot and push
Yeah.
boundaries.
Like Sky Fox versus iiRcadians would be a fair battle. Those are similar type games.
Yeah, but
What's up,
my
Carl?
vote tonight's gonna have to go to Strikers 1945 plus.
Yeah.
Papa Brad, let's bring
Yeah.
you in.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm going to pick. I mean, come on. I beat B Kongs or Rust at this game. How can I not pick Strikers? I can beat B Kongs at it.
All right,
And it was in his little grocery store.
let's bring in the wild card. Nix, I saved you for last. You watched both those videos. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Strikers on that one. Definitely.
What?
I'm reading his lips. He's saying Strikers for the win.
Was my mic muted?
Now it's off altogether.
What's off over there? Oh, there we go.
There we are.
But yeah,
There we
yeah,
go, okay.
strikers for sure.
Strikers for the
All
win.
the way.
For sure.
We have the
All right.
first unanimous vote ever.
Let's stop the poll anyway, just to see what the chat room thought.
Finally.
They also agreed with us, 83% to 16%. Strikers 1945 plus.
Yeah.
That means our first
Right on.
shoot 'em up of the competition, Brad, for Skyfox. Yeah, give it a round of applause because it is game over.
Nice knowing you, Sky Fox.
Yes, nice knowing you, Skyfox.
Thank you for your service, Sky Fox.
Yes, thank you. Did Skyfox? I think it actually might have beat a game in this competition. I am currently stalling for time because I'm removing Skyfox off of the wheel.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
gotta
know
remove
if
it off
I
the wheel.
don't,
It'll probably
I'm pretty
spin
sure
right to
it'll get
that.
picked.
It's just this the way it works. You
Of
know, if
course.
it can happen, it's gonna happen.
all right, let's bring
Goofyfoot's showing the tear emoji.
let's bring the wheel back. There it is in
Double
frame.
wheels. The double wheels.
Skyfox is gone. R.I.P. We'll miss you. But we got plenty of other shoot 'em ups still in
Yeah,
this
we
competition.
got the shoot 'em ups, man. This is the king of shmups here.
And I'm ready to spin this wheel. Here we go.
But shoot 'em up is gonna get picked. Oh boy, it's Saint Dragon again.
It's still moving. Wait.
Oh, that's Sugan. That's
Wow.
Sugan.
That was so close. I was like,
Wow.
every week,
I mean,
Saint Dragon.
I know it's gonna be like this is the Saint Dragon show. We just talk about Saint Dragon every week, and we show a video every show of Saint Dragon.
So Batsugun SP.
That's an unbeatable game.
He's
But we'll
stepping
see who's
into-
gonna lose.
Hey, nothing is unbeatable
I
in
hear
this
you.
competition.
I hear
Brad.
you. I hear you. For me, it would
We've
be.
already found that out. Okay, because you thought Truxton 2 is unbeatable, one of the
I
best.
did,
games
and I was wrong.
in
I was
shoot 'em up
wrong.
Category in the iiRcade,
I was
and
wrong.
it's already got 1 hit point. So we got Bats.
Wait a minute. Biggie D is
SP.
asking again what a shmup stands for.
Shoot 'em up.
Side-scrolling shoot 'em up.
All right, I'm ready to spin the wheel again. Here we go. Truxton.
Oh no! Why does it have to be 2 Toplin games? Spin that wheel again. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Rules are rules. Rules are rules. Rules are
So
rules.
we got Bats
Two- 2 games enter,
SP.
1 game leaves.
going into the game 5 arena against Truxton.
Oh my goodness! You're giving me an impossible. This is an impossible vote.
Let's watch the footage.
This is impossible.
You got 2 minutes to reminisce playing this game, and then we're gonna watch 2 minutes of Truxton, and then we'll start making our decisions. So let's check out 2 minutes of game.
Wait. Is
footage.
Truxton on the bubble? If it gets a vote, is it eliminated?
Truxton 2 is on there.
Oh, Truxton 2 is on the bubble, but Truxton has no votes yet, right?
Correct. So far,
Okay.
Truxton.
That's a tough choice. I like both of
gave
those
out
a
a-
lot.
a
I don't
hit
even
point
know. This
last
is going to be
week.
hard.
All right, here we go. right, that was 2 minutes of Batsugun SP played on the iiRcade, going up against this game, notorious shoot 'em up, notorious for being hard, but also one of the most popular shoot 'em ups on iiRcade. Let's check out 2 minutes of Truxton. All right, that was 2 minutes of Truxton. Nix, you're already center screen inside the Game Fight arcade. So are you ready after watching those 2 videos
Yes.
to make your decision? Which one do you think is the better shoot 'em up?
Batsugan. All the way.
All right, let's bring Papa Brad in. Brad, after watching those 2, I know it's a tough decision.
Tough, there wouldn't be a Batsugan without Truxton, though. So, I mean, it's like, I would have to go with, Batsugan is the final Toplin game. It's the very last one. It's kind of the crowning jewel on that whole series of games from them. So, I mean, I have to pick Batsugan, but Truxton, there would not be a Batsugan without that game. A lot of what they used to make, the design came from the previous game. So I'm going to pick Batsugan.
All right, so I'm also going to pick Batsugun SP. And the reason why is Truxton is such an amazing game. Even though, like, maybe even watching that video, you might be looking at it thinking, oh, that's easy. It seems like slower paced. It's not. It's freaking ridiculous.
Truxton's a beast.
And if you screw up once in that game, at certain areas,
Over.
good
Might as well
luck.
start over.
Just
Start
good
over.
luck.
You lose your power ups. Like when
Yeah.
you get far into it, you lose your
Because-
power ups. It's over.
Because they don't, when you lose a life, they don't just start you right where you're at.
No,
They
you gotta
knock
lose
you
everything.
back.
You're at level 0.
So
you got to power back up.
You can wind up in a very difficult part with no weapon upgrades. So it's just crazy. The bullet patterns in that game are nuts. The bullets are shooting at you faster than you can move. Batsugun is just more user friendly.
Goofyfoot's coming at me. He says, Truxton, shame, Papa, shame, shame. I know. It's hard to pick one out of those two.
I think Batsugun, like the average person, if you picked it up on the iiRcade,
Average person would like it more.
You're gonna like it more. It plays really smooth. You get to the point where you power up your weapon so insanely that it's literally shooting the entire screen. Like
it is.
It's just a lot of fun. It's really colorful. You got a couple of different ships to choose from, so it has a lot of replay value. And out of those two, even though I love Truxton, that's my pick. So
yeah,
I'm gonna stop the poll and let's see if the chat room agreed or disagreed with us. They also agreed by 66% to 33% that they also chose Batsugun SP. So that means Truxton has taken its first hit point already early on in this competition.
Now Truxton and Truxton too both have hits.
That'd be funny if the two of those ever wound up against each other.
It could happen. It could happen. It totally happen.
I have hit the randomizer about 5 times on the wheel just to mix things up again, and we're about to bring the wheel back up, and I'm going to spin it again. Here we go. Paradise.
Good game.
All right. The game Paradise, surprisingly, also is a game that has 1 hit point against it. That was also pretty shocking. So let's see what the game Paradise will be going up against tonight in the Game Fight Arena. You ready for me to spin this wheel?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Doggyun. Michael's favorite game. Michael recommended this game today, and now it's being thrown into the ring of death. Into the fight club you go.
All right. Well, we might as well get
to this. If anyone's available, Biggie D's looking for someone to play Double Dragon with. So if someone wants to play Double Dragon, Biggie D just set up a link. If someone will join him, that would be great. He wants to try out Double Dragon.
Yep, set up a room.
Set up a room, and if someone in the chat could play him, that would be great. He wants to check it out. Goofy, I know you're a good beat 'em up player.
All right, judges and chat room, here we go. 2 minutes of the game Paradise. All right, that's
Awesome.
2 minutes of the game Paradise. I would say that falls into the category of cute 'em up,
Cute 'em up,
which we
100%.
don't have many of on the iiRcade. There is another one. For some reason, I can't think of the name right now, but it is extremely difficult. Like, it's like
Captain
ridiculous.
Tomaday. Captain Tomaday's a
no,
cute 'em
not-
up.
No, I know that one's hard too, but there's another one, actually, too. I would have to see it for me to remember the name. But yeah,
Okay.
that's the game Paradise. I love that game. It's it's one of those games that I found back in the days of like MAME and Pandora's Box. So I had already purchased that game before my iiRcade even showed up, like, because I just knew I wanted to have it and play it. I still can't beat it, but it's different. I love that whole Japanese anime type style.
Yeah,
to
I
it,
mean,
going through the
how can you not
arcade
love a
beginning.
game where you're playing a shoot 'em up in the middle of an arcade, and then at one point you're even flying over a pinball machine.
Yeah.
It's a great game. I love it. Whoa!
R.I.P. to Brad's
Whoa.
camera.
Nice catch. Nice catch. Wow.
Yo.
Okay.
Brad's getting too excited.
I know. I do like that game.
Well, Brad's about to get real excited because the
Sorry.
game that's stepping into the game fight arena to go up against the game Paradise
Yeah, I'm okay.
is a monster when it comes to shoot 'em up games. If you don't know about this one, take a look at this 2 minutes of gameplay. This is Dog Yun. Yes, that's Dogging. We just played that one a couple of weeks back for the 1/4 challenge. That game, man, throws everything at you right from the start, but gives you like the power ups you need to handle situations. There's so many bullets coming at you in that one, but if you kind of get like those homing beams, you could pretty much just focus on dodging bullets while you're shooting, and they'll do the work for you. But you also have to like learn in that game which weapon is going to be the best for the different situations that they put you in. It's extremely difficult, but not to the point where it's like you think like you're being cheated in that game. I guess I'm already here in the center, so we'll start with me. My vote on that one, especially after watching both of them and getting a reminder, is going to go to Dog Yoon. What about you, Papa Brad?
You know, the Dog Yoon game does have the robot theme, which is really cool. But I'm gonna go with Game Paradise.
Okay.
So
There's a few other things it has, Brad. We played that together in co-op online.
I know it has the team up thing where you can become one giant robot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you could. I never knew what that third button was for. It's basically for if you're playing with another player, you can use that beam, and you kind of the ships merge together to become one ship, and the person that does it kind of takes over the game with a more powerful ship.
Yeah, I know.
And didn't I become like a robot towards the end too?
You became you absorbed
huge
my
robot?
credits, and you became the powerful team up robot that you can get in the game.
That was the only time I ever beat that game.
Oh my goodness, Goofyfoot says, "Who are you, Papa Brad?" First
right.
I don't say Truxton. Now I say the Game Paradise. I must have lost my mind.
Next, what about you?
They're both great games, but definitely going to be a Dog Yoon for this one. Absolutely.
All right. So we did not unanimously decide, so I am trying
Give the
not to
power
look.
to
I'm about to end the
The
poll.
people. Give the power to the people, and they're going to pick Dog Yoon anyway.
The chat room has taken it over, and they have also made the final decision, and they have sealed the fate, Papa Brad.
They did.
Brad, were you trying to save the Game Paradise?
I was trying to save the Game Paradise. I do like the Game Paradise.
Well, unfortunately, this is crazy because I really do love the game.
I love this game, but I mean, it is
By
what it
a
is.
vote of 76% to 23%, the chat room has made the final decision, and they have sealed the coffin on the Game Paradise. The Game Paradise has been kicked out of the arena. It's done. It's game over. Brad, what a crazy turn of events.
I know.
I could take another one off the wheel. Wow, man. The Game Paradise.
That was in our top 10 picks
Yeah.
for the shoot 'em up category. It's you know, the good games are going against good games. That's why this is happening.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm ready to do, once I delete the Game Paradise off the wheel, I'm ready to do one more round of this tonight.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, Game Paradise. It's gone. Wow. All right, so let's switch back over to the wheel. There it is. We're about to spin it one final time tonight. Let's give it a few random clicks here. Mix things up. And spin.
Sky Shark
Shark.
again. Sky Shark needs to go to the casino.
All All right, so Sky. Well, Sky Fox got picked tonight, not Sky
Oh,
Shark.
I got confused. That's right. They're
Sky
different games.
Fox is
Sky Fox.
totaling.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going up against Sky Fox. Sky Shark. See, I'm on. You're
No,
confusing
I
me,
got you
Brad.
messed up. I'm throwing you off your game, Brooklyn.
Well, I shouldn't be. I mean, it's written right here in front of my face.
It's right.
But,
Yeah.
all right, but here we go. Let's see.
When
What's
do we
going
get
up
to see the
against
final
Sky
fight?
Shark.
How does the final fight? I'm getting confused now. What do we have 2 wheels for? Because we keep
Why
going to
we
the
have
one
2
wheel.
wheels is because on this mess of games, there is
Uh-huh.
one space that says final fight.
Oh, the space that
If
says
it
final
lands
fight
on
is the
final
second
fight,
wheel.
Then we go to the second wheel.
I
And we
gotcha.
spin for 2 games that,
I
already have
gotcha.
hit points on.
That will
them,
be
so then one
eliminated.
is
So it's like
definitely getting
it's an
eliminated.
automatic death between those games. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
but we didn't need it tonight. We've already lost 2 games.
I know.
So
Crazy.
the competition is starting to kick in. It took 4 weeks, but it's starting to happen. Games are getting eliminated. So
Yeah.
let's see what's going up against.
We're having a lot of
Sky
good
Shark.
games. We're having a lot of good games go against good games, though.
You ready for me to spin this wheel?
Spin it. Go for it.
Here we go.
I got you. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
It's Hellfire
Hmm.
making its return. All right. So let's find Sky Shark here. Let's get ready to watch 2 minutes of
2 minutes.
gameplay footage from the iiRcade of Sky Shark. Here we go. Sky Shark stepping into the game fight arena for the first time. That's a great game. I love those military style, classic shoot 'em ups. Raven's asking, can anyone stay alive for 2 minutes of gameplay on Hellfire? Well, we're going to watch my video and see if I was able to do that. My question is can anyone stay alive for 2 seconds once you get to the second level on Sky Shark? Because those boats in that water are moving 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's a great game, but the difficulty level is high on that one. But
it is high.
Enjoyable, though. It's going up against a total different style of shoot 'em up. So let's take a look.
Can I say one thing about Sky Shark?
Yeah.
Steven Schwartzentruber is the guy that can play Sky Shark really good on iiRcade, and he has an R2D2 robot. Very cool guy.
Wasn't Sky Shark the one when someone
was on the
got to the end of
iiRcadians.
it and the Sky
There's a bug
Shark
in it.
was missing?
Yeah.
It was invisible.
Yeah, he's the one.
All right,
Steven Schwartzentruber.
Yeah, I remember. I don't think I'm ever gonna get to the Sky Shark, so it can still be invisible.
I am either.
I'm never gonna know. But let's take a look at 2 minutes gameplay of Hellfire, and then we'll make the decision out of these two. I think this is kind of on even playing fields. It really depends on what kind of mood you're in. But
the new game, really, the mechanics they were kind of lifted from this game a little bit.
They were lifted from a few games.
A few games, but I mean, this was one of the early ones that did that mechanic of being able to change your weapons.
Yeah, a few games do it, but yeah, this one definitely stood out when I was playing Richard 4. So let's check it out.
Okay.
you can see there how
Good games.
switching your weapon is so important, especially like on the boss. They make you use pretty much every single configuration. What do you got there?
Huh?
Brad loves the autofocus.
Yeah, I am a little obsessed with it.
Man, after watching those two, I think I've made my decision. But Nyx is center square. So Nyx, what do you think? After watching Sky Shark and Hellfire.
Definitely gonna have to go with Hellfire for sure.
Right. I'm going to, since Brad is cleaning his games, I'll come in next. We don't want him to spill the alcohol all over his computer. So after watching those two, at first it was kind of difficult, but then I started to think to myself, like, after watching those two, which one, if I had to make the choice, would I want to go play right now? And for me, it was Hellfire. So my vote also is for Hellfire. Papa Brad.
Well, you think I'm gonna say Sky Shark, don't you? But
I don't
I'm
know
not.
what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna say Hellfire, just because it was innovative. I do like both games, but I'm gonna go with Hellfire too on that one.
Yeah. Hellfire, I understand Raven's point earlier. It can get confusing, like switching through the weapons. But after a few, shots at it, you start to get, you start like making more plans. Like you know where in the levels, which weapon you should be on. But that's not one that you're gonna just go in and beat right away.
No, it's good value because it has a lot of replay. I mean, you're not gonna beat that game right away.
Yeah. All right. So that is it for game fight tonight. Sky Shark taking a hit point in a shocking surprise. Truxton also taking a hit point, and we lost 2 competitors. So what will happen as this competition continues? Will I actually be able to get some good gameplay and put some more games on this wheel? We'll see what happens. But there's still a lot. Like, there's literally more shoot 'em ups that I still need to put on here that are already on the wheel. There it is. Solar Fox. Lots of foxes and skies.
I know.
And everything.
We had a bunch of foxes. You have 19K Fox on when we're doing all these Fox games.
All right. Are you guys ready to move on to actually playing some games tonight?
Yes.
Because we have a game to play tonight.
Oh yes.
And that game
Sorry.
was picked
Sorry.
by our buddy Mr. Miami Cuddles. Is that the Jawbreaker game?
Yeah, this is a rare one, man. This is a rare one. I scored this today. I've been wanting this one for a while. Jawbreaker. Atari 2600. Got me one.
Got like 100 screens in that room.
I know. Actually, I took off 5 screens for the stream. Remember when we were having it crashing?
Yeah.
I took down a bunch of screens. I took down that one.
But I said maybe you had too much stuff going on.
I know.
Yeah, I might have been wrong. It might have just been the battery on the camera you were
I
using.
think it's just the battery was out of juice.
All right. Is your iiRcade have power?
Yes.
Next, check. Everything good?
Yeah,
Are you playing tonight?
ready to
Do
go.
you even have this game? Because I don't think
I
a lot
don't
of
have
people
this
even
game.
have this game.
I can download it.
Well, according to Cuddles, I mean, this is it. Like, if Cuddles had to get rid of every single game on the iiRcade and be left with only one, it would be ZEROIZE.
Yeah. I wish he would have came on. I would like to watch him play.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to get to see that, but he's going to get to watch us
I know.
play.
I miss
So
Cuddles.
I think we're all going to do terrible.
Good guy.
All right.
I'm going to do terrible. That's what I realized. I realized I
But
have not played this game in months, and now I am terrible at it. And I was okay at it for a while.
Let's see who pulls this out. All right. I'm gonna play nice and safe tonight. Brad, I'm gonna let you start out.
Okay. I'm going to show you what not to do. So just whatever I do, just don't do what I do. You'll probably do better.
All right, so here we go. If you have ZEROIZE at home, fire it up on your iiRcade. Put 1 credit in, no more than 1 credit. Again, we don't care if you in 2 seconds lose your first character. Just keep going, and then post your score in the chat room. We are going to do the same here tonight, and we're going to see out of the 3 of us who takes this 1 quarter challenge. This one was requested by Mr. Miami Cuddles. This is the 1 quarter challenge for ZEROIZE.
Here goes.
All right, Papa Brad stepping into the 1 quarter challenge arena. So you're the red card.
Oh, right on.
So the whole point is to make the other cards crash, but not let them make you crash.
I think you get more points, but what if you put them?
Cuddles, can you fall in those pits, or is that an instant death? Or you just want to knock the other cards into the pit?
Yeah, the pit, but can't you knock them into their garage there? Though? I think you get extra points for
What's
that.
that red thing? Is that good? Oh,
Oh, no, that's the tunnel. Okay, that's the tunnel. You guys are Yeah, I definitely can see it. I can see
It's kind of like an arena.
is.
It's a combination of bump and jump in an arena game. You got a gas and a brake.
They call it boost.
So don't forget, oh, I shouldn't be telling you the secrets. You can also do that. I shouldn't be showing you this stuff. You can go through, there's a warp.
Yeah, the tunnel. Yeah.
Warp. Oh, no! No!
So it's okay to touch the wall, you just can't have them have you spin out into the wall like that?
Yeah, if you touch the wall, you blow up. You gotta stay like in the middle. Charge at them. Gives you. Oh, no. No.
Ooh, no. Be careful, they can attack you the same way.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Challenge!
I'm never getting this far.
I think you attacked.
All these games. Retro games are cool. Woo! Right. That's the way we do it.
Good.
That is killing it.
You get the boxing game on here. Yeah, the boxing game's not bad. You have to find
Oh
controls for that boxing game online.
That's it.
It's sort of like a Street Fighter-esque
What do you
type
got
thing.
there, Brad? It's a little hard to see the score. Up in,
35,080.
All right.
35,080. 35,080.
Not bad.
35080. 35080. 35,080.
And let's bring in our next competitor.
Big, massive shout out for Cuddles Arcade, who introduced me to this game, which I do love this game. It reminds me of a bump and jump, but like in an arena. This is an excellent game that most people don't know anything about.
I used to see it in the store, and you would just see the still picture, and I'd be like, nah. And
What
then
is this?
when,
Yeah,
when they had the arcade sale, I started picking up some of them, and I really enjoyed them, so I wound up grabbing this one. And
yeah, this
a fun
is an
game.
example too of a true retro game. I mean, this game is retro. You know, like if you want to play something that's retro, that's not, you know, that you haven't played a million times before, this is a good one to check out. One of the keys to this game, and should I tell you some secrets? I just don't want to beat you and then have you like not even make it to
Well,
the
you were
first screen.
practicing
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
This is my
but it's
first
been a
time
while since
playing
I
ever.
played. I could get a lot further than that earlier. I could get a lot further, but there's a gas and a brake. You got to use the brake. Like whenever you get hit and you're getting pushed towards the wall, use your brake to slow you down. I'm going to get
It's
people.
just a 2-button game, Brad.
It is a 2-button game. You have a gas and a brake. If you don't use the brake, you're going to hit the walls like when they bump into you. So you're using the accelerator. You want to run at them when your car's flashing. It will basically push them to the edge of the screen usually. But you don't have an unlimited amount of that power-up move where you're charging them. It's like a charge almost. You can charge, but only for a short period of time. And you have to use the brakes to get further in the game. If you don't use the brake, you're not going to get very far.
Yeah, that's what Cuddles was saying.
Yeah. ZEROIZE is the top 5 game on the iiRcade, Cuddles says. I do love this game. Really needs to get a lot more better known. Once again,
It's not top 5 for me, but maybe if you put stuff in categories by year, you know, this is 80s.
yeah, to me this goes like for 80s. This is a cool deep cut game most people don't know anything about. A lot like Pop Flamer. Pop Flamer is another one.
Too.
Pop Flamer is a good game that people don't know about. Naughty Boy's fun. But these are true retro games. Interesting thing about this game ran on the same, you could run it on, when they came up with the Deco cassette system that Burger Time ran on, this was one of the games that would run on that system. There's this guy I watch. He has a big arcade in England, and he plays this game. He has it in a one of those actual Burger Time cocktail arcades. Yeah, the walls are deadly. You got to stay out in the pits.
So he's down in the pit.
Wow.
Yeah, the pits. If you hit the pit, you die.
So not good enough to be
10,200.
Papa Brad, but still not bad for the
Not
first
bad.
time playing.
Not bad for the first time playing. This game really grows on you.
It's my turn. I'm gonna switch over to the game sound. Not gonna be playing Saint Dragon.
Yeah, I think I'll keep this one. I won't
Yeah.
return it. Not a good one. It's a good one.
All right, let's see how I can do in ZEROIZE. This might be quick, Brad.
Yeah, well, you got to practice. This is a retro game. Easy to learn, hard to master. This is what, you know, these kind of games are. Once again, this is the game like there was no one that ever explained it to me. So like, with the game, you know, until you figure out what's going on, you really don't get how it's fun. I mean, it's fun because it's kind of like it's like a bump and jump, but you're in an arena.
Let's go, Brooklyn.
almost looks Tron-like when it begins. I never really. It looks like the light cycle stage with the grid. I never really looked at that. The warp mechanic's interesting too. I wonder how you use that strategically. I mean, it's in there for some reason. I haven't figured out how to use it to an advantage. But it has a warp. A little garage where you come out the other side. Get the balloon. Yeah. 2,000 points. Use your brake. Hey GG, happy Easter. ZEROIZE is ranked 306 on iiRcade's games. Some enemies in the later stage you can't kill. A lot like some of the enemies in Spy Hunter you can't kill. Good. Brooklyn is redeeming himself, making it to round 2. Brooklyn's been practicing this game all week. He's been practicing because he knew this game was going to get selected. He's using the warp strategically, bouncing back and forth, using strategy. Brooklyn's been playing this every day to prepare. Can he do it? Is this your last life? I think so. Nice! Throwing the enemies into the pit. Got the flying saucer coming out. It's a tougher enemy. Yeah, I don't really look at the rankings as far as like how I pick like what my favorite games are. Miami Cuddle says, you know, the ranking doesn't always say which games are the best as far as like your personal opinion. And I agree with that. There are games that I love that aren't ranked real high. Good gameplay, Brooklyn?
Yeah, not terrible, but could have been better.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
when
I'm
you
glad.
guys
I'm
are saying
glad.
you
I
gotta
didn't
hit
let.
the brakes,
I was worried. I was afraid. I was afraid I was going to play so poorly. I was going to let Cuddles down. I didn't want to let Cuddles down.
Yeah.
At least I didn't get clobbered. So I would really like to see how far Cuddles can get in this game. I know he's gotten probably a lot further than I've gotten.
I know, but when you're saying hit the brakes, you actually got to hold the button.
Wait,
You gotta hold the button down.
You don't
Yeah.
just tap it. I was tapping it at first to try to brake, and then I realized you just got to
No,
keep
you gotta hold
holding
down.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy to that.
Just gotta spend
It
some
is.
time with it.
You do have to
They-
spend some time with it. It's a retro game.
Yeah, the car screwed me up, man. They surrounded me at the beginning.
They gang up on you, and
Yeah.
you know, what it lacks in graphics, it doesn't mean like the gameplay is pretty addicting. Once you start figuring out that what you're doing, it's pretty fun.
It's a good
If
game.
we ever do another retro 80s iiRcadians, that'll be a game on the spotlight.
We got to get a few games like that are, you know, fun to play but difficult score chasing games, and we have to work out a competition. Get a few people involved that want to.
I would love to do an 80s
and we gotta do,
competition.
like-
I'm in for that.
We got to do stuff where your score builds. Not. It's just not going to depend on one game.
Yeah.
You know, make it a challenge.
Yeah, they got plenty of bangers that are 80s games on iiRcade. You could do Burger Time, you could do Pop Flamer, you could do ZEROIZE. There's so many good games that came out of the 80s that they do have that people don't really remember they have on the machine.
So next, I heard you say you're keeping that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I can see how it can get addicting. You just gotta spend some time with it and learn the mechanics. But yeah,
Yeah. It's easy to pick up and play it now that I know about the brake. Definitely, that makes a huge difference. But you just got to be fast, you know, make quick decisions. If you screw up and let those cars surround you, that's it. You're done. They're gonna just they swarm on you and they knock you into the wall.
You got to be aggressive. You got to keep knocking the cars out too, because they do gang up on you, like you said. Like if you're not continually taking them out, you know.
Yeah. 'Cause, I heard some chatter in the chat room about people wanting to play some stuff online. Did anyone establish a game online, or did they? Because if you want, I know one of us will jump on and play. We still got a little time left.
I could play.
Anybody want to attempt to play a game online live here on the show? I'm talking with someone in the chat room. Biggie D, did you get a game going? Was he was one that was asking, right?
Yeah, he wants to play Double Dragon.
Did he get to play or no?
I don't know. Well, I'm waiting for him to type something.
Yeah, they're a little bit behind.
It's like what? How many seconds is it? Like 15 seconds, 20 seconds behind, maybe.
Yeah, Arcade talking Star Wars reviews. That's the elevator action pinball.
Mm-hmm.
I love that pinball. That's
Yeah,
that's a great
yeah.
table.
Shout out to Arcade Talk. Well, we had a fun show this week. We talked about pinball. It was awesome.
I watched that
Thank
today.
you.
While I
Thank
was
you for
driving.
watching.
Yeah.
And
So-
you know what? You know, after doing that show, like I had to play real pinball today. I didn't care. Like I had to find a pinball machine to play, a real pinball machine. So that's what I was doing today. That's why I was so late getting to the show. It's actually playing real pinball.
And when it doesn't look like we're getting together any online games, no one's responding that they want to play. So when will we be seeing this footage that you shot today, Brad?
I'm gonna do
Quickly
another
one to edit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit it all. I'm gonna do another walk and talk. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's gonna be fun.
Next tomorrow night. I know my wife took over my living room last night, and you fell asleep anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yes,
But,
it didn't matter.
Are we going into the world of virtual reality again tomorrow night?
I would love to,
Okay.
for sure.
Awesome.
I think that we'll do a little bit of both, like, over the top action, maybe some more after the fall. But I also
like that
wanna-
game.
I
That
also wanna
game's
sit
cool.
down. Well, Brad, you might like this game, Demio. It's basically you're back in the 80s in your basement, and it's like playing Dungeons and Dragons, but everything in the game comes to life right in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all your pieces, and it's so challenging. And this is the type of game where you need to work with other people. I've tried to do it by myself. I have never made it through even the first book, which is a dungeon. So hopefully tomorrow we'll do some cross-play. Nick's will be on the Oculus. I'll be on the PlayStation VR 2. And hopefully Kev Gret will also join us and be on the PlayStation VR 2. And we'll see if the three of us work together and use strategies, if we can get through this. I hear it could take minimum up to 90 minutes to try to make it through this dungeon. So I look forward to that. I love that. It's so cool, Brad. It's like you got all your little game pieces, your wizard,
I'm sure that would be cool.
warrior.
That sounds
And
awesome
then-
from what you're
It's
saying.
virtual Dungeons and Dragons.
Virtual
essentially.
Dungeons and Dragons sounds awesome. That's a win.
And then you have that you win cards. It's like you open up chests, like you find cards and you get money, and your cards are in your hand, and you can take the card out of your hand and put it on a character. It could be like a health, armor, or it could be some sort of attack, and you can see where the attack will affect. And it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I want to play this game Gunsuit Guardians too. It looks like it's fun. It's a Steam game.
Wait, is that the game that I played? Hold on, let me check. Because if it is, it's probably one of the best games I've played so far this year.
Have you played that one, Gunsuit Guardians?
I'm opening. I'm trying to see. Is that the one that if Cuddles is still here, is that the one that he sent me? Yes, okay. I just didn't remember the name. So let's talk a little bit about that, because you know how much I love Vampire Survivors?
Yeah.
This literally might be better.
Better
And
than
it-
Vampire Survivors.
It's a Vampire Survivors clone, right? But they added the element of dodging, okay, through through the enemies and
Yeah.
turning on like earning different power-ups and shields. Right now there's only one level you can go through. You got to get through 20 waves. And every couple of waves a giant boss comes out. It's always like the same boss. But you are getting freaking swarmed, man. It's like you're getting out of situations that there's no way that you're going to be able to get out of. And if you don't beat one of the bosses, but keep
What
going
happens?
and keep clearing waves, you can. At one point, I had the main boss at the end and another boss, a sub boss at the
Yeah,
same
double
time. It
bosses.
was just impossible. But I started to learn strategies, and I got through it.
I love
must have
that. I love
played
that.
for
And
hours, man.
you know what game also does that is Saturn does that. It'll throw in keepers. It's like, oh, you can beat one keeper. Well, how about I throw in two keepers at once, like two of the bosses?
Yeah,
That's
this
very
one's
cool
different.
when that
And
games
this
do
one
that.
lets you play where you can just run around and it will do the shooting for you like Vampire Survivors, but it also gives you the option if you
To
want
aim.
to control
Yeah.
the direction. I enjoy it the Vampire Survivors style, but it's one of those games where you're going to get destroyed. I did pretty decent on my first run, but do not plan on ever thinking you're going to make it through that. You have to keep collecting the little crystals and stuff and then going back and powering up your mech. Then you can buy other ones. Yeah, oh man, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I do love Saturn and Galacticon. I will never forget. Those were great games that they got for us that we wanted.
But this developer
Absolutely.
has to be like so small. If this was a game that can possibly they could talk to this guy. I know that Michael was saying today just because the game looks simple, that doesn't mean it's always easy to make it work on the iiRcade.
Yeah.
But if they can get this game on there,
Yeah, I know this game's addictive because Jeff Rainwater is constantly talking to me about this. Like he's
Yeah.
addicted to this game now.
It's one of
He's
those
like,
games
it's taking
where-
over. It's taking over.
it's
I think
one of
when you
those games
start
where
getting
when you're
into
not
it, it's
playing
good.
you're thinking about it. You're making a strategy for going back
Mhm.
in. Yeah. So I highly enjoyed it. I beat Cuddles' high score.
You beat Cuddles because Cuddles was up there. He was way up there.
I beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blew through it. It took me like on the second day I played it, I made it through it. It was either the second day or the first night. I don't know. I just kept going back and playing it more, and it was a ton of fun. And it's only early release, so
It's not even the finished game. It's like
when
it's
the
still
full game
beta,
comes
huh?
out, there's going to be
It's not the full
more-
game even yet.
Correct. Right now you got 20 waves on one
20
level,
waves are made.
but there's going to be more mechs that you can unlock. There's going to be more levels. It's a good one, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's solid.
And Vampire Survivors in a couple of days has a whole new expansion pack coming out for it. New ways
You
to
got some
play
cool
it.
games in development. I mean, I'm excited for Murtop too, which is kind of a Bomberman Dig Dug clone that's
Yeah,
in
I saw you
development
guys
right
play
now.
it.
I'm
I
very
haven't
excited
played
for
that
that
one.
game when it comes out. That's gonna be retro fire. Like if you're into retro games that are modernized, that's a good one.
I mean, I can fire this game up here for a few minutes and show you guys some gameplay. Nix, if you got to go to bed, it's fine. But you want to see some gameplay of this? I don't know if I'll be able to have sound, but all I got to do here. Let me get it sorted out. You guys.
Toxic Crusaders, is that the Toxic Avenger beat 'em up game that's like Turtles? Looks kind of like Turtles.
Yeah, based on the Toxic Avenger, but the more like PG kids cartoon version they made of it. But what a great idea to use, the Toxic Avenger, that whole world, to make a beat 'em up game. All right, so you guys keep this going while I do some moving of stuff around. I'm gonna see if I can get this game going.
Have you seen the Super Mario movie yet?
Me, no, and I want to see it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think I might take my grandson to it. You know, I think it would be fun to go see. Has anyone in the chat seen the Mario movie yet?
I haven't. I'll probably wait till that comes to like
Yeah.
Blu-ray or HD.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's.
What's
see.
your favorite Mario game, Nix?
There's so many of them.
There are so many of them.
I mean,
I would have
they're
to
all
say
great.
Super Mario 3,
Brother
Super Mario
3,
World.
Super Mario 3.
Galaxy was great.
Yeah. See, I fell off on the modern ones, like, you know.
Dude, the
I mean,
new one on the Switch, it's not
I'm
new
sure they're
anymore.
incredible.
It's amazing. Because they really paid respect to like that whole franchise in that game. They just let you do a little bit of everything. All right, so yeah, so here we go.
Who here's finished the original Super Mario Brothers, the NES one? Who's beaten that game? Have you beaten it, Nix? Yeah?
Yep.
Brooklyn, have you beaten Super Mario Brothers, the original? The OG?
I beat Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't
3,
even
and
designed to be a Mario game.
And
It was
probably
like
4.
Doki Doki Panic or something.
Yeah,
it was,
2 was a Japanese game.
Uh-oh. Did I just freeze?
Yep.
I just froze. Darn it. Okay, I have to pop out and come back in.
No
Nix,
problem.
it's all on you. Can you do it?
Yeah, it's all on me.
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm about to share this game here. Let's
Hold
see
on.
if I can.
I'm still frozen. I gotta pop out.
This is
So look at this
fantastic.
picture. I look yeah. That's crazy looking.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
Story of the night. This is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
All
it's
right.
been all night, man. All right, so here's the game.
What's this
gotta,
one called again?
Gunsuit Guardians.
Gunsuit Guardians.
Dude, you will absolutely love this game.
I could probably get it on my phone. Yeah, probably.
I have to get the game where I can see the whole thing, because if I can't see it, there's no way I'm going to be able to play it. All right, so when you start the game, you can go to your upgrades, and so far you could see I have 7 coins left. I can refund them all and just start over. Very similar also to Vampire Survivors. But I'm just going to keep these upgrades that I have. So when you start the mission, now I have these 2. So this is the standard issue gunsuit that you start out with. Even balance of capabilities. It'll kind of show you max hit points. And then I open up this one. Every shot has a 15% chance of igniting the enemies.
Oh my, yeah, that's a
with fire
no-brainer.
damage. Yeah, so we'll keep this guy.
Oh, minus speed, yeah.
Now you have these 2 power-ups that I opened up that they slowly build up as you're playing, and man, they are useful in different ways. So I like the shield a lot, and this actually creates just a straight wall. And at first when I started using it, I was like, I like the shield better, but what it helps you do is it helps you control the horde. Like, you can make a wall and just take care of all the enemies on one side, and it keeps the other, and you can still shoot through the wall, but they can't shoot through or get to you for a limited amount of time. So that kind of helped out a lot, and I think that was the one that I used to beat it. But we'll try the shield. I like the shield because you become invincible and you can just go right into the middle of all the enemies. All right, we'll add Brad back in. So I'm going to choose the shield. And now you can choose your starting gun. You have to purchase some. I've been enjoying starting with the fire. But I got to say, I love this gun. The wing cannons. But I'm sure I'll find those as I'm playing. I'm going to start out with the fire. All right, here we go.
Back to the web game. This game looks cool.
So I actually adjusted my little the aim, because like
Mhm.
when you first start, it's like huge, and I didn't like it. But they let you customize it, and they let you change the color.
Is the aiming like a dual stick mechanism? Could you?
It can be, but
It
right
can be
now
dual stick, or
I
doesn't
prefer to do
really
it
play that way.
Vampire Survivor style. So
And
now
how
I
does
got
that
some
work? You
choices.
basically turn your you shooting.
Yeah, so I can
rotate.
upgrade my heat thrower. I
Mhm.
could upgrade how long my special power will last for, which really helps out a lot. So you got to make these choices, or I can
Mhm.
start pushing the enemies further back with my weapons. That helps kind of control
Yeah.
it because it gets crazy. Um,
I've
it's
heard
really
that's
hard
like
choice,
super
but I'm
addicting, is like figuring out the upgrade path
yeah,
is
I'm
like
gonna
part
go.
of what makes this game so good. Like you have to figure out like how you're going to upgrade as you move through the
Now
levels.
I can either increase all damage from all weapons by 15%. I can increase my capacity, or I can add a shotgun. Let's just add a shotgun. And what I love is the way all the voices are just like the really old style video games.
Yeah.
Metabot I'm gonna add so I could I'll slowly heal.
Almost has like a retro element to it as well.
So those are coins inside the little question mark boxes.
We don't have any game sound, but
Yeah, for some reason when I
the
play
sound is very retro.
no when I play right through the right through Steam, the sound has
It
never
doesn't
been
play.
on.
Yeah,
So
that's fine
it'll
though.
just talk you through it. So magnet, I can start pulling in stuff from further away. I'll add tornado cannons.
Have you made it to level 20? Is that where it
I
ends?
beat it.
The development? You beat the game, okay.
Yeah,
What happens at level 20? Do you have
a
a boss?
giant boss comes out.
Yeah. Which game is better, Brotato or this one?
This is better than Brotato. This is
Better
like
than Brotato?
this reminds me of mixing Brotato with Vampire Survivors.
Okay.
And if you look on the side too, as you start getting accustomed to the game, and you could see everything I have and like where it's at, how it's leveling up.
Like to me, this looks like a game that could be played on the iiRcade. Like as far as the
Dude,
graphics,
people
it doesn't.
would absolutely love this.
It says it's twin stick for sure.
It says it's dual stick.
Yep, I was just looking it up. It's on Steam. Yep.
Okay.
It is. You can do it dual stick, but even if though I'm doing it,
It's
where
still
it auto
rotating.
fires,
It's
I
a
could still
rotating
I could
mechanism.
still grab it and change the direction if I want, and then I could take control of it.
It's cool. You got 4 guns attached
See,
to
and
you.
then you get these areas that you can't. If you go in there, you'll start taking damage.
Okay.
But I notice if you kind of hang around them enough and shoot the enemies, you will. They'll eventually go away.
That's cool.
Yeah, all the sounds are great. It plays so perfect, so smooth. And you'll see it just starts getting nuts. Then
What do they call this type of game? Like the Vampires Survivors?
a bullet
Roguelike.
haven. So
Bullet
then you
Haven?
get these. Originally, you can't see what they are as you find them and you start choosing them. But now they're like these special abilities.
Barbed Pustule.
So now medikits will give me experience points if my health is all the way up.
You know what I need to go back and play? Heroes of Loot 2. I haven't played that in a while. Boy, I love that game.
It's a good one.
I always forget. I
original.
always forget I have it. I like both those games. Heroes of Loot and Heroes of Loot 2 are really good games. If you like games like Gauntlet,
So
you'd
now
like
you
the
see
first
the
one.
arrow. So the arrow is pointing towards. This is where they start with the greed. It's pointing towards a gigantic one of those question mark crates.
Yeah. I'm hardwired. I had to go back to my webcam, Biggie D. I've been using my my Sony camera all day, and the battery keeps going out, even though it's plugged in USB.
And a wrong choice. Like right now, I'm choosing to like keep my health going instead of like keep powering up the weapons. That could be a bad choice, man.
Nix, do you play your Attack from Mars pinball, or is it mostly ALP?
I
Yeah,
don't.
see the giant one?
I do play my Attack from Mars. I only have a few tables on my games, Legends Ultimate.
Okay.
It's fun. I enjoy the pinball tables.
Now the bigger enemies, they're harder to kill, I take it.
Oh yeah, dude. Some of them, it just gets nuts, man.
Yeah, that's
first,
what Jeff
before-
was showing me. When you get far into it, man, it seems like it would be impossible because it puts so many enemies so close.
At first, it is almost impossible.
You can blast your way through them. It's insane.
Yeah,
it
you
just
have to
looks
play it a few
insane.
times.
There's
Stick
just bullets
controls.
flying everywhere.
Make it awesome.
I actually got to play all of the new arcade one-ups today. All the
All
deluxe
right,
cabs
so a
I
boss
played.
is going to be coming.
And I played real pinball. That's cool. Look at that boss. It's like the Legion of Doom.
So you saw that move I did there?
I saw that. That's
The
a dash,
dodge
huh?
That you have, yeah.
Yeah, like a
That's
dodge.
very important. That's critical in this.
I need to go
It's
back
so easy
and
to
play
do because you just use your shoulder button.
Galaxy Champions TV. Supposedly they changed the dash, and I never checked it out yet. I haven't even had time to.
Yeah,
but
Michael
they said
mentioned it today.
they said they changed the positioning of the dash. I need to go back and play. Just have not had time to, but I'll make some time this week to do it. This is cool. Kind of reminds me of Sinistar. He's like chasing you around, you know?
Anytime you can recharge your boost faster, I take that because I rely on that a lot when it really gets crazy.
Now, Cuddles is saying you can run through them with your special shield.
You can, but I haven't used it even once yet.
No, you're saving it.
Oh, I could use it, but I'm saving it. Yep. I like bullet size. It makes your bullets get larger and larger to the point where it's insane if you get it all the way up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now, if I get in a bad position here, I can get out of it, no problem. I'll just hit my special ability. Now I have a laser too.
See that? Big as a laser. You're up to what? 6 guns? 3 on each side.
Big, and that,
3 on each
and-
side now. I mean, this game gets
that's
crazier
where
and
it reminds
crazier.
me
I mean,
of Brotato.
yeah, it gets crazier and crazier. It's cool. Like a game like this would be a good fit for iiRcade, I think, if they can find one. Carlo's on level 5. I wonder if Carl's going to get the new At Games Legends, the new one that's going to be the HD one, the arcade. I'm assuming he's probably going to get the pinball. I wonder if he's going
What's
to
cool
get
in
the arcade
this too
too.
is nothing will ever disappear. So you can kind of strategize early on, and you could just leave a bunch of healths in different areas, and then when you're in trouble, you kind of go back in that direction to try to find
Scoop
them.
them up.
Yeah,
So
because it really screws with you when you're in trouble. It does this alert that doesn't go away. So I'm getting some good upgrades on the Medibot.
cool, Biggie D. Thanks for joining us. If you're not subscribed to Biggie D's Arcade, go over there and drop a sub for him. He's a good guy.
Good guy, makes enjoyable content and stuff to watch.
I do. I watch all of his stuff. I've probably seen every video he has on his channel. And what I like is like he's always looking out for like us, the consumers. You know, like when I really became a huge fan, was when he was finding me some good deals. He found me some good deals on some cabs. I really appreciate that. That's great when you pass those things along. You build a lot of goodwill.
All right, I said screw it. Now I put on my shield. It's quickly running down.
It's getting crazy. It's getting hectic in
now
there.
It's got to charge back up. You see it on the top?
Yeah, I see the
up?
bar charging. That's what I'm saying. This game gets insane. Where like you can't imagine like the amount of stuff it's throwing at you. But you can power up, and it's the upgrade path and trying to get through it that makes it so addictive. Once you get used to the mechanics, look at the enemies. I mean, this is insane. It's the thrill of like your gradual upgrade.
No, I almost got
Wave
myself
9.
in trouble there, but I'm really recouped. Yeah, Cuddles, man. Cuddles, thanks so much. He sent me this game.
Yeah, he sent it to me too, but Jeff Rainwater sent it to me.
Yeah, you're gonna love it, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to play. It looks fantastic. I've been watching Jeff
These
play.
yellow guys seem to be more vulnerable to fire. I'm also trying to play. I got my camera up in front of the screen. Any little thing blocking you.
Yeah, so anything that obstructs your vision. I mean, it's like
so I can't even see the whole screen.
Yeah, imagine trying to play a pinball machine with a camera in front of you. That's what I was doing today. Like right in front of your field of vision.
Look at this horde.
Yeah, that's
right
insane. Wow, look at that. How cool is that? Use your special.
I'm on it right now. That's how I'm in the middle of them.
Okay. What's the yellow bar at the bottom? How much more you have to go to finish the level?
Leveling up to the next level.
So that's how much you have to.
And every time you
that's how much stuff you have to destroy to get to the next level. Is it based? Is it like destruction based or?
No, that's how you level up your character.
Oh, your character, not the amount of enemies that are left to destroy.
No, every time you level up, you get to choose a power up of your choice.
How do you know how much further you got for your level to finish? You don't.
That I don't know.
So the green bar at the top is your health, and the bottom bar is the level.
Pretty much the rest of this, you're going to be running for your life.
Yeah. It's almost like a game of tag.
You try to find little holes to get out of it, and sometimes you're like, there's nowhere to go.
That's like playing Robotron. Robotron, you just got to find the path where you don't get killed instantly. But you have the firepower. And that's what makes these kind of games fun. If they get the balance right, where it's still possible. Yeah, if it's still possible, but you're struggling to find the path. That's where these games become really good. It's fun to run through the horde with your special. Says Miami Tiger Arcade.
That's what he's talking about. I gotta get out of there. You try to get it to every last second of damage that you can do while you have your special up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like to upgrade the duration of it, because every little bit of it helps so much. It could be the difference of you losing the game or giving you that extra couple of seconds to find a health when you desperately need one.
Mm-hmm. Now,
so
if
I'm
that
following this arrow because I'm heading toward.
If that Legion of Doom boss runs into you, does it instantly kill you?
No, but it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt a lot. You lose a lot of damage.
All the time, it's got really cool retro tunes going.
Yeah. The music was cool. I heard the music.
Anytime you grab a weapon power up, it's got that retro style of, you know, robot speak, kind of like from Berserk,
Yeah.
and it'll
Very
say
cool.
what you leveled up to. My special should be ready. Let's just go in.
Boom.
5% of all active aliens die when you level up. Deal double damage. Coins add 5 experience points. I would say if I'm in trouble, just go to crazy damage. Now I increase the capacity of my weapon clips before they have to reload. And just throwing in those little areas of electricity where it's dangerous to go.
Yeah.
So that just
Limits your
adds
movement.
that extra bit of tension.
Tension, yeah.
Because you get cornered in. Sometimes you're trying to find a way through the danger zone over there.
Yeah. You know the one thing that they did miss in this game that would have made it even better is a greed element. Like if there was
There is
something
the
you were
greed
trying
element.
to rescue, what's
Getting
the
the
greed
boxes.
element?
Getting the boxes and getting all those little crystals to level up. And you gotta go sometimes into the horde to get them.
Okay, cool. Oh, so those are pickups that are giving you those things where you're getting to pick something. Okay, so those are, there is a greed element. Yeah, good. They got that covered.
So even though I have it like auto fire, I am directing the stick. See, now I'm in trouble. Now the whole alert's going off, and it starts to stress you out because you know any second
your health is going down. Yeah.
So now you're desperately either trying to like stay away from them, which is not easy to do, until you can find like a health. Got some coins there. Those will help in between levels. Let's see, we got laser. We'll do 20% more damage. Coins restore 5 hit points. Let's do that. So we have more chance of health. Oh, man. So I'm trying to stay away and let my little auto heal bots do their job, but they don't work fast.
No. Look
And
at
there's
that
so many
mob.
I'm like literally stuck inside them.
Yeah, the name of the game you're watching is Gunsuit Guardians. This is a current game on Steam.
It's an early release.
It's an early release. You can play the first 20 levels of the game, and they're going to continue to work on it. How many levels is it going to have when it's finished? More than 20. It'll have more than 20. But right now, you can play it right now up to level 20. Go in there when you're powered up. Look how many numbers. Look how many, all the crazy numbers. It's crazy. Crunching some numbers. Oh, look at that. It's got you in its sights. Using the dash. You saw that. He dashed right out of the way. Yeah, you see that he dashes right before it gets to him.
Man, nowhere to hide anymore, dude.
No, man. Just run for your life. Run.
I'm just trying to like get my health up.
Dash. He's going to have to dash. Yep.
You can't just slack on this little boss here, because if you do, and you keep going through more levels, you can actually have another one show up at the same time.
Then you got real problems when you got two of those mugs. Increasing his bullet size. Those look like what's that game? Mecha 8 that has the big bullets on iiRcade.
Yeah.
The game that hates diagonal movement. It only moves in 4 directions. Shout out to Nix. Nix, you've completed that game, huh?
Yep.
Mecha 8.
Crazy.
He has a gameplay video where he's beat the game.
Dang. Man, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, they're everywhere. It's just your health's not regenerating fast enough.
Weapons aren't strong enough either.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. It's crazy now. At least I got by that boss.
Yeah. Level 27.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Back in trouble again. Where is this thing? Wave 19 incoming?
Wave 19. Miami Tiger Arcade is going to go back in. He's going to say, let's see if he can beat my 2 million score. Brooklyn's sitting at now 1,108,667. Yeah, health is not looking good.
No, it's not.
It's not looking good, Brooklyn. I hate to tell you, but I mean, I don't know what you can do to fix to do.
Well,
Not
they
get
just need
hit.
to go back in and balance the game better.
Yeah. Actually,
That
it's
or
all
you
about
made
the
bad-
upgrade path.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
that's what
exactly.
Rainwater said. It's like you got to
he made
select
bad
what to
choices.
upgrade. I was recently talking about the game Black Tiger on Arcade Talk,
That game
and
is
that's
so
a
good.
Capcom
There you go.
game.
Game over.
And
Game
it is
over.
also a game where you have to do the right upgrade path to get through the game and get to the end. If you pick
That's
the
it.
wrong
Game
power
over,
ups, you won't
fellas.
make it. Yep.
So,
Good job. Good
now we
job.
can
Thanks for
see
sharing.
Me against friends.
Mm-hmm.
Cuddles Arcade.
Cuddles Arcade.
474,081.
Yeah.
And I have 2,709,000.
Wow,
I
you
was
took
getting
Cuddles
close for you to
down.
seeing the final boss. So usually what you would do is when you beat a level. So now I have 47 more coins, right? So now
Yeah.
you got to make your choices here because things start to get more expensive. I think I'm just going to spend it all and increase my fire rate.
Fire rate.
Yeah. And then the next time I go in, you know, it's
Your
that
Cuddle
much
says
better.
magnets are the best. This is Gunsuit Guardians.
Really good game. I don't know how much it costs, but
It's
I'm
like
sure it's
$3,
not a lot.
huh?
And there you can see the developer. Hope you enjoyed Gunsuit Guardians. Plan for full release, more weapons, gunsuits, and special abilities, more levels, enemies, and bosses, more unlocks, upgrades, and achievements. Lots and lots of polish.
Lots of polish. That's
Is
good.
one guy doing this?
One guy.
Good job, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna definitely be playing that. Definitely be playing that over my break. That's on my list of things to do.
I was close to getting through it again
Mhm.
right there, but you see, it's like
Yeah.
it gets frantic, man. Like you.
Yeah, I just
you-
want to repeat. If you've not checked out ZEROIZE, at least check it out on iiRcade. It's a good game. More,
All right, guys. I'm glad that. I'm glad you brought that game up because I wanted to talk about it. So
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm glad
I'm gonna definitely be playing
show
it.
it to everyone. I hope somebody.
I'll probably put some
somebody
videos up on it after I play it.
I never even ended the poll from the last game fight.
Yeah. What was the poll in the last game fight? How did the poll work out? Since I didn't see it.
You know what? I missed it. I just
Oh,
stopped
you missed it.
Didn't even pay attention to it. I should have. I should have looked. I would have been interested to see what the chat room thought. I think it might have been for Hellfire on that last one. Yeah. All right, guys. Brad will talk to you over the weekend. Nix, hopefully see you tomorrow night in VR.
Absolutely. I'll
stop
probably
by,
pop in
come-
your stream when you're on. I always try
Yeah,
to keep, if I'm not doing anything, I'll pop in and just say hello.
Yeah. Oh, here it showed up. Hellfire 61%.
Okay.
To 38% for Sky Shark is what the chat room voted earlier.
Good. So we kind of want the popular vote.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we kicked off the weekend.
Yeah, another good show. It was fun.
Brad, give that new game on iiRcade a try. See what you think about it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that one out too.
I don't think it's not terrible. Like it's
No,
another
there
small
was
developer.
someone. The kaiju said that you press up, not diagonally. We were saying you press diagonally to go up the ladders. He's saying you just push up.
Push up.
Push up.
Yeah, I was just having trouble with that and dying on the jumps. So I'll live through you on that one, Pop Brad. I'll wait for your review. See what you
Okay.
think.
Okay.
All right, guys. See everyone here again next week on the Friday Night Arcade Show. I doubt we'll be doing it, but hopefully holding our Sinden light guns in our hand.
Yeah. I mean, our Sinden light guns have been put in the gun safe by Taito.
Yep. This
They
is
have to release
literally. This should be what the
Nick's is
entire
falling asleep.
audience is
No,
doing
no,
right
I'm
now,
not falling
sleeping.
Just checking out the game on the phone.
That's all good.
That's pretty much what
Right,
happens
ship.
to everyone that shows up here 5 minutes after the show starts.
Dude, have you ever fallen asleep in your chair on the computer?
Or who hasn't?
Huh? Because I happened to me the other day. I don't think I've had that happen before. I was just so tired. I just fell asleep in my chair. I couldn't believe it. I woke up. I was like, what? It's like all disorientated.
All right, so before all three of us fall asleep and this thing
Yeah.
runs till tomorrow morning, let's say our goodbyes. See everyone next Friday, again, right here on the Friday Night Arcade
Friday
Show.
Night Arcade.
Make sure to check us out playing some VR tomorrow night. Stop by, say hi, watch us play some games. And,
Absolutely.
until then, everyone enjoy playing your video games this weekend. Hope some of you have a long weekend. Peace out, everybody.
And never forget to stay legit.
All right.
Me.